Hi guys, it's Kitty, and today I'm going to be talking to you about my disability, cerebral palsy. It means cerebral palsy, also known as hemiplegia, means that I have low to minimal support or movement in my right side of my body. I was diagnosed with this when I was 5 months old, but my parents always say, "Oh, you were never normal," but I call myself the cerebral palsy goofball because I'm always funny. Anyway, right back on track. I I kind of always, well, my parents always knew that there was something different about me, so that's when they went to a consultant to see what actually was wrong. After I was diagnosed, I was also diagnosed with epilepsy at the same time because I started fitting. So I was prescribed some medication. You know how that goes. You don't want to take medication, but I have to take it every single day. After that, when I got a bit older, when I started to walk, I was put on the pediatric physiotherapy program, which means every 6 weeks I had to do physical therapy, and I had a physiotherapist. It also meant that every single day I had to do exercises on my leg. Now that's boring, isn't it? I shouldn't want to do that, but I had to. And I was more inclined to do it when I was younger because that's all I knew. But once I started primary school, it all changed. I grew up a little bit, and when I got to primary school, obviously when you're at primary school, you want to do is make friends and try and, well, that's it, make friends and educate yourself. But what happened was during primary school, because I had to wear a splint is a thing that you put on your legs to keep it in the right position. Because I had to wear a splint, I always looked a little bit different from everybody else. And it was a lot harder for me to explain my disability to them because I just didn't understand it fully myself. So that's when bullying started. The bullying that happened was it wasn't as bad as it got to when I was older. When I got older, when I started to get into secondary school, it all changed for me because I didn't want to do my exercises because as you get older, you don't really want to do that. You want to go out and hang out with friends and do that kind of stuff. So that's what I did. And I used my splint when I was at secondary school, but only for the first part. As I got older through secondary school, I turned 16, and when you turn 16, you go from pediatrics to adult services. It's a lot different because with adult services, they don't really pay attention to you. That's in my opinion anyway. Other people may have different opinions. But when got to adult services, I rarely have. I think I've gone through maybe about 3 or 4 different physiotherapists since I've been on adult services, which isn't good because the infrequency of it is not very good at all. After I went on to adult services, I had to have a few things done. I had to have splints put on, like proper casts put on to help see if they could put it in the right position, but that didn't work. And I just was wearing a cast around school and I couldn't move, which was a little odd because why would you want to do that? After that happened, obviously I carry on as life, but my disability declined because wasn't having physiotherapists and I wasn't wearing my splints as often because I didn't want to. I thought, why should I bother? But obviously, as it got worse, my back got really bad and my knees got really bad because I walk in a different way to other people. So that happened, and then when I got to college, it was different. It was really hard because I used to get bullied, and it takes a toll on you. You believe them. You believe you're not worth anything and everything. And that's not good for your self-esteem and anyone else's. So I hope if this has happened to you, maybe write in the comments below and tell me what happened to you and how you overcame it. And when I got to the end of my second year of college, I was planning on having another splint done. So I went and I had it cast and everything. It took 3 months to get a proper splint because there was something wrong with each of them. After that happened, it was really hard because I was wearing it and felt uncomfortable because you kind of do, because you're walking different and you've got this thing attached to your leg that other people don't really have. And so all that kind of thing happened. Sorry about my nose, I'm a little bit itchy. Um, After that stuff happened, I got into uni, and it was all going fine until my splint broke, and a class came off, so I had to have it sent down. I was walking. The strangest thing. This is the story that happened, and I'm going to tell you quite fast because I know you guys don't want to hear the whole story. But I was walking up to the bus, like always, and I had to run because I saw the bus coming, so I ran and it unbuckled. So my splint was flying everywhere, and I was trying to get up to the bus and everything. It wasn't a good experience. After that happened, I had to go and have it repaired. It took 4 weeks. I don't know what I didn't know what to do. So what I did was I phoned up and asked if I could see my consultant. It took a further 3 weeks. That wasn't good at all. I really, really think that it's not the NHS adult services isn't very good. Um, After that, everything was fine, but 2 weeks ago it broke again. And I was thinking, not this again. Why not this again? And yeah, so I had to have it sent off. That's basically the story of cerebral palsy and me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye!